Today, we will start with the second session of database concept chapter. It is your 13th chapter. Already I told you in the first session the weightage of the chapter is 18 marks. Out of 18 marks, in part A 1 question you will get, in part B 2 question, in part C 1 question, once again in part D 2 questions you will get. Whereas in the first session we explained regarding what do you mean by data, what do you mean by information, what do you mean by data processing, the difference between manual and electronic data processing, why we need this database, the application of database, regarding that we explained. Once again I am to recall, data is a raw facts, figures and statistics. Information is a processed data. Information is a processed data. Whereas data processing is nothing but it is a series of actions. It converts data into information. When they come on the difference between manual and electronic data processing, the manual data processing is nothing but it is done by human beings. Work is done by human beings. Whereas in electronic data processing, work is done with the help of electronic devices. When they come on difference, accuracy is less in manual, time consumption will be more, speed wise it is less, paperwork we may require, storage media is also paper in manual data processing. When they come on electronic data processing, there storage medium is not a paper, there we are using secondary storage device, accuracy is more, time consumption will be less, speed wise it is very fast. Is it not like that? We have few difference between manual and electronic data processing. Then today we will explain what do you mean by data processing cycle. Data processing cycle. It is very important question. For 5 marks in the annual exam they want to ask. Explain the data processing cycle stages. For 5 marks it is very important. Already you come to know data, information, data processing. Once again I am to recall. Whereas data processing is nothing but series of actions. It converts data into information. Is it no? Data na information I convert ಮಾಡುವಾಗ actions work ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು data processing ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Then data processing cycle is nothing but on which are the stages we are following the steps which requires to convert data into information. Now is it clear? On this cycle the first stage is data input. Data input. This is the first stage in data processing cycle. Then what do you mean by data input? For example, I want to prepare a sambar. For that sambar, I have to collect all the ingredients which are required for processing. Andre, ಆ ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ingredients ನಾನು collect ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. That may be bowl, stove, sambar powder, dal. All those things are called as data. The data has to be input for processing. Data input. ಇಲ್ಲಿ input ಮಾಡುವಾಗ, for example, vegetables. ನಾ vegetables ತಗೊಂಡು as it is vegetable, ಎಲ್ಲ vegetables ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೇನಾ? There are required. It has to be cut. Then later on it has to be cleaned. Then afterwards we using that vegetables. Is it? It means that data input. We are inputting. We are collecting all the data. Then we will input all the data for processing. That is nothing but data input. Now is it clear? Andre na raw material na collect ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ input ಹಾಕೋದು. That is nothing but data input. The second stage is data processing. Data processing. The second stage is data processing. We have to process. While processing, we will follow some steps. Under that, the first one is classifying. Under the first one is classifying. Classifying. Then what do you mean by this classifying? Where to classify? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಸಾಂಬಾರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸು, ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಪೌಡರು, ಸಾಲ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನೋ, ದೇರ್ ವಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಸಮ್ stages, steps will follow. First we have to classify. What's the first step? I have to process. I have to classify. First ಏನೇನು ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕು, first ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೋಬೇಕು. Like that I have to classify all the process. That is about classifying. After classifying, we have to arrange in such a way that proper output we will get. Then what do you mean by this sorting? Sorting is nothing but arranging the elements in ascending or descending order. Here also I have to arrange that. First I have to classify all the data. In the processing stage, classify all the data. Then we have to arrange in ascending or descending order. Some stages, some rules, steps we have to follow. Systematic ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸಾಂಬಾರು ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟೇ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ತರಕಾರಿ ಬೇಯಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇಳೆ ಬೇಯಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್. Whatever steps we have followed, is it correct or not? That we have to verify here. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅದು ಸರಿನೋ ತಪ್ಪೋ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟವ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೇನೆ ಪಾತ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಅದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬೇಳೆ ತರಕಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ನೋ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವೆರಿಫೈ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟವ್. Like that, verify all the stages. Whatever stages we have done, is it correct or wrong? That we have to verify. Then afterwards, calculation. Calculation is also processed here. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರೆ ಸಾಂಬಾರು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರೆ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ನೋ. How much it required? Only that much I have to put, is it? No. Andre I have to classify, calculate how much salt is required for that sambar. Calculation is also important stage in data processing. Calculation, we have to analyze how much is required for the sambar. How much salt we required, how much sambar powder we required to prepare the sambar. That also here we have to calculate in data processing. The next one, summarizing. After doing all the process, we have to check whether it's correct or wrong. Summarize. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅಂತ ಸಮ್ಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಸಮ್ಮರೈಸಿಂಗ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಡೇಟಾ processing cycle, we have to input all the data for processing. In data processing, classifying the data properly, arrange all the data in proper manner, then verify. Calculation is also required. With that, after doing all the work, we have to summarize. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸಾಂಬಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಮ್ಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಪೌಡರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನ, ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನ, ಹಾಕಿಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಸಮ್ಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸಮ್ಮರೈಸಿಂಗ್. All the works are done properly or not. That is the second stage of data processing cycle. Then afterwards, output. After that, we will get output stage. Output. Here, if I want to prepare a sambar, the raw materials which I am taking, that is data input. Afterwards, we have to process to get information. After processing, we will get the proper output. The sambar we will get here. After getting the result, what we have to do? We have to store that data. We have to store that information. Storage. The fourth stage is storage. Why we require this storage stage? ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೋಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಬಿಸಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. You will want to keep your notes for future use. Is it? In the same way, after processing, we have to store the information for future use. Where storing can be done in different method. Hard disk ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, floppy disk ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, pen drive ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Is it no? Whichever way you want, you can store here. After process, after getting the result, the information has to be stored for future use. After that, the last stage is communication. The fifth stage is communication. The last stage is communication. What do you mean by your communication? Whatever process you have done, that has to be communicated to all the user through email or through any secondary storage devices. Secondary storage devices. With the help of this, I have to communicate all the information. These are the few stages of data processing cycle. The first stage is data input. We have to gather the input for processing. While gathering, we have to identify, we have to arrange in systematic manner. Then afterwards, data processing. We have to process the data. While processing, classifying, sorting, verification, calculation and summarizing all the stages, sub-stages it may require. With that, after processing, we will get the output, and the output is nothing but your information. After getting the information has to be stored for future use. Then, after storing the data, after storing the information, it has to be communicated with the help of email or through WhatsApp, any media you can use. Through that, we can communicate all the information. Now, is it clear? Next, I am to tell you regarding few definitions, which are the items, which are the field names you required here. Under that, first I am to tell you what do you mean by table, what do you mean by attribute. Regarding that, now I am going to tell you the first one. For example, I am to write one table. Here I am to write one table. On this table, for example, I am having the attribute serial number, name, register number, class. Here for serial number 1, 2, 3, 4 I am to take name X, Y, Z, M, and register number I am to write NN01, NN02, NN03, NN04. Here class first PUC, one is for example second PUC. First PUC or second PUC. Consider this is the table I am having. Then on this table I am to tell you few definition. What do you mean by record here? Already I told you in the previous session, character, the collection of characters can be called as field. The collection of field can be called it as, collection of character is called as field. The collection of field, here what exactly the collection, field or string? The collection of these fields can be called as record. The collection of record can be called it as file, or we can say it as table. The collection of the related tables can be called as database. Already we explained that concept in the previous session. Once again to recall. Then what do you mean by record? The collection of these fields, for example X1, X and then 01, first PUC. This can be called it as the collection of entire one row can be called it as here record. Now is it clear? The collection of entire one row, only single row is called as record, or we can call it as tuple. It also called as tuple because in the exam for 1 marks they may to ask what do you mean by record, what do you mean by tuple, like that they may want to ask. Then what do you mean by field? Here any field, this can be called as field. Here the collection of characters in a string, that is called as field. Then what do you mean by domain? The collection of values in the entire one single column is called it as domain. The entire values in a single row, this is one domain, the collection of this value is one domain, this also one domain, this also one domain. Now is it clear? Then what do you mean by table here? The table on this, the collection of all these records, the collection of all these records can be called as here table. Is it clear? Or table anta helbodu athwa entity. Entity also we can say here. For example, for this student, this is the entity. For this we have the fields, attributes. Serial number, one attribute. Name is also one attribute. Register number is also one attribute. Class is also one attribute. Like that, attribute we have, the collection of these attributes is called it as your record. You can say collection of characters can be called as field, string, or we can say it as attributes. Attributes. Now is it clear? Then from this, what are the definition you came to know? That is the collection of all the records can be called as table. It's a real-time object or entity we can see. The collection of all the records can be called as file or table. And single row entry, entire single row entry can be called as record or tuple. The entire column value can be called as domain. The entire column value can be called as domain. Now is it clear? And the collection of characters can be called as field. Idu kuda one field, idu kuda one field, idu kuda one field anta ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Now is it clear? Then on this class you come to know what are the major things you came to know. That is the stages of data processing cycle. Then few definition. Once again to recall the entire thing. Data processing cycle. It converts data into information with some actions. Under that, the first stage is data input. We have to gather all the data which is required for processing. Second stage, data processing. There we have to process the data to get information. There we have to follow classification, calculation, summarizing, sorting. Like that we will follow some stages under data processing. Next, after that we will get data output. That is about information. Whatever result after processing which we are getting, that is called as data output. After that, we have to store the data for future use. That is nothing but storage. Storing of data for future use, for future purpose. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ. ಫಸ್ಟು ಡೇಟಾ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಡೇಟಾ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್. ದೆನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಮ್ಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಮ್ಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ವಿ ಅರೇಂಜಿಂಗ್. ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್, ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಂತ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಪೌಡರ್ ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕು. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್, ಸಮ್ಮರೈಸಿಂಗ್, ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್. After processing, we will get information, that is about sambar. What exactly we will do on the output? We will go to store that for future use. Is it no? We will store the data output, whatever results we are getting, that we will go to keep it for future use, storage. After that, communication, we have to communicate. While storing data can be done in different methods. Secondary storage devices use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಪೆನ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್, ಫ್ಲಾಪಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು communicate the information with the help of email or through posted format, any format, or through that we are communicating the information, whatever information we are getting. Then afterwards, in few definitions we explained regarding what do you mean by table. Table is a collection of records, or we can say it as it's an entity. It is a real-time object which has some attributes. Attribute is nothing but fields here. For example, the single entire row information can be called as record. The single entire row information can be called as record. The another name for record is tuple. T-U-P-L-E, tuple. Then the entire collection of values in a single column is called as domain. Now, idunu kuda tagobodhu. First row first column matra alla. If I want, I can take second column also. The entire collection of one single entire column is called as domain. This is one domain. This is also one domain. This is also one domain. This is also one domain. Then each collection of characters is called as field. It's one matra. If I want, I can take this also field, or we can call it as a string. Otherwise, attribute also we can say. Now is it clear? Attributes is nothing but here the heading in the table, whatever heading we are getting, that can be called as here attribute. Now is it clear for all of you? Next class, we will continue with the same chapter. Thank you for all of you.